Y bazar es eso, un espacio que uno entra y no sabe lo que va a pasar, porque producción va cambiando, vamos encontrando cosas que nos gustan más, como ustedes, y eso es un programa que vamos a compartir, un espacio indómito, muy divertido, muy ameno, diferente, al cual se le une Pasaporte. Eso que usted busca, que pretende de nosotros, datos, información. Por ejemplo, en este viaje, nuestro equipo, nuestra producción está en Londres. ¿Y qué elige? Caminar por una pequeña calle. El comienzo de la calle ya es famoso. Allí, el número 3 de esta calle solía albergar las oficinas de Apple, la empresa donde los Beatles, en el techo, en la terraza, hicieron su último concierto, donde la banda fue grabada y figura en nuestras memorias. Por el otro lado, tenemos algo que está hecho a su medida, porque tiene que ver con la tradición de los grandes sastres de Inglaterra, de Londres, y por supuesto las mejores telas. Esas telas que nosotros conservamos. Un muy buen saco hecho a medida, realmente tiene una vida propia, una entereza propia que lo marca de otra manera. Vamos a ir nada menos que a los sitios donde se encuentra la casa de Henri Poole. Generaciones de clientes del mundo entero disfrutaron una verdadera confección a medida. Se suele decir con cariño que es el sastre fundador de esta calle, de Savile Row, y creador del smoking. Contó entre sus clientes, a la reina Victoria, Napoleón III, Humberto I, el zar Alejandro III, la corte imperial japonesa y las coronas de Prusia, Dinamarca, Bélgica, Austria, Bulgaria y el Shah de Irán, que bajaba de su avión con toda una corte y los vestía a todos.
The real word bespoke becomes from the word bespoken of, and it's to speak about something you want from nothing. That's what bespoke is about. You have a blank canvas when it comes down to a cloth and a finished article. The item has to be made on the premises. It has to have a cutter who will measure you and make your own pattern out of paper for you, and you have a chance to say just how you want the suit to be made between perhaps 3 stages of fittings between the suits. So that's what we terminate as pretty much more pure bespoke, as we call it today.
In tailoring, you have sewing tailors and cutting tailors. The sewing tailors do everything to do with the construction, and the cutting tailors do everything to do with the pattern cutting and the design and the fitting and the customer interaction. The English cut typically is quite narrow in the shoulders, quite narrow in the waist, and has a chest. And so the shape comes from the base of the armhole into the waist and then out.
The traditional way of making has remained the same. So we still very much give the feeling of what you call padding stitching it on a chest piece that is put together by canvas, lapped hair and Melton. These 3 combinations basically give the chest piece or the foundation for what we call a Savile Row suit.
Elegance can't be something that's overt. It can't be something that that screams. The people have to you have to look for it. It's not something which overwhelms them.
Well, if you're a trial lawyer, you need the impact. You need an impact to go to trial and to court with, and you want to make a predominance on the case. So therefore, you can have a big punch on your fabric. So bold pinstripes, big chalk stripes. These are very sort of powerful suits. Nowadays, in the banking profession, you may want to be the opposite. You want to be a little bit more unreserved, still looking very elegant and sharp, but you don't want to come across as more the arrogance. You want the reassurance of a suit. So perhaps you want to be more discreet, like a bird's eye, or a spot, or a nail head. These are very much typical classic suits.
With a country suit, you should never have plain bottom trousers. You should always have turn-ups. If you wear a waistcoat, you should always have the bottom button undone. There are lots of little areas of detail that need to be known, but whether you actually follow them or not is up to you. Everybody has their own way of being, and they might. It's like anything. You need to know the rules, and then you decide how you want to live within those rules, and which of them you want to obey and which you don't want to obey.
I think the worst faux pas you can make is to be underdressed. It's always better to be overdressed than underdressed. I was at Wimbledon yesterday and I had to still wear a linen suit, open shirt, but I think that if I'd been turning up with a t-shirt and shorts, I would feel uncomfortable.